All right. Here we are with a new episode of Vibe Coding. Thinking about putting this on a regular interval, maybe every Sunday, and I'll call it Sunday Hack Weeks, and invite a few guests, either in person or remotely, to build something from real world, not just my stuff, but somebody else's stuff. And today I have with me, how many people are we on the call? Let's go around the room. We have Anna and Mary. Let's do a quick round of introduction and then I'll resume.
So yes, I'm Marie-Paul, and I work in the digital marketing field, where there is a lot of use cases for automation or vibe coding. So I'm really interested in learning how to make my work a bit more efficient. So that's why I joined Emal to learn, because Emal is passionate and is an expert in automation and vibe coding. So that's pretty much it.
And the problem that we're today going to solve is something that Mary pitched. So
Yes.
during the problems description, we'll come back to Mary. And you know things about SEO, I believe? And
Yes.
nice. So you're an SEO expert?
Yes.
Wonderful. Anna.
Hi, my name is Anna. I'm in e-commerce as well, in marketing, and I joined ML for the same reason of Mary. I want to make my work more productive, and I also have a lot of freelance clients that I also want to build some projects that work and make that work easier and more productive, and that's why I joined. And I'm always really good in explaining things in detail and spending time debugging, which is really helpful.
Thank you. So what we are going to do now is I already have a small little, let me put myself out here somewhere, and go to this Google Sheet that I got from Mary. This Google Sheet is exported from, can I get this somewhere I can edit? Can I just move it here? And call it Ahrefs export. So
Yes.
it came from Ahrefs and it has a bunch of records. How many? Count 1,000. So it's a list of 1,000 keywords. And what we want to do is something that Mary will explain.
So the idea is, when doing your content strategy, so you need to find search terms people look for on Google to be able to then produce content, and obviously depending on the authority of your website, being able to rank on Google so people can find you when they look for those specific terms or terms related to at least the main topic. To be able to do that, you first need to do some keyword research. And you can use different tools. You can use Ahrefs or SEMrush also. And the idea is to input a seed keyword. And once you input the seed keyword, you get a list of, let's say, matching terms. And your work, or at least your goal, is to cluster those different keywords so that you can identify specific clusters, specific topics you can then tackle with different pages or blog posts.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what we are going to do here in this sheet is find a category for them, right? We'll give every single row.
Find cluster. We at the end is having the end goal is to have a document where we have a main topic, for instance, content marketing strategy, and all the different subtopics.
But this is all for content marketing, right? The keywords href
Yeah, the C keyword is content marketing.
content
Yes.
marketing keywords
That's the
export.
C.
So that's the entire content. Like all of these 1,000 are about content marketing. And
Yes.
what are those possible scenarios? We can see it like content marketing, BTB content marketing. These are the possible keywords people can search.
Exactly.
And what is the cluster of that is unknown. We don't know what's the cluster of that or
Exactly.
a category that we can put them together. For example, inbound content marketing. That seems to be one. Content marketing for here, startups one category, agencies another category.
Yeah.
Anything else startup related might go to that same category where this startup was. So we need to find out like these clusters and put them in these clusters, right?
Yes.
And we want to see how we can do that. I don't know it myself, to be honest. I am gonna do it, and as we
I mean,
go
yeah,
on.
we can. There are different options. You can use a Python script for that, or yeah, OpenAI.
We're gonna try to do as much as we can with vibe coding in n8n.
Okay.
Just to either with Python or TypeScript. I'm gonna use TypeScript because I'm more comfortable with TypeScript, but we'll grow with the problem as we. The main purpose of this video is not to show you how to do it in a step by step way. Therefore, the length of this or the organization of this video is totally chaotic, unorganized. So you will see me building something that I don't know. But the main purpose of this video is that I show you how to build things or how to find building things. So that's the main message I want to convey here. I'm a software engineer. I have 23 years of experience nonstop building software for 23 years. But I also don't know a lot of things. Everybody is in that situation, especially when you're an AI native developer, then you don't know a lot of things. And in this video, we'll kind of like prove that even if you don't know it, LLMs knows it, and this is how you can find your solution. So let's carry on. So I would like to put a category to this, kind of like a category that is defined by AI, maximum 10 categories or 20 categories, but across 10,000 or in this case it's 1,000, but it could be 10,000. And we do it in a way that it's scalable. So let's find it out. So I already have a number here, and I also have a content like the keyword. If I copy these two, the rest of them I don't need to send them to LLM in order to find its category.
No.
Exactly. Only parent keyword. Let me quickly check this one, Anna.
Actually, parent keyword could be a way to
interesting.
cluster, but in that case, I mean, at least with Ahref you get this information, but some other SEO tools
seems
do
to
not
be the
give
same.
you parent keyword. So
okay, not all of them are the same. It is. Some of them are like this. Content marketing agency, digital content marketing agency, content marketing company, Contently. Not sure if we should put this to the categorization.
No, I think you skip the parent keyword. Just use the keyword. You can use the keyword and maybe the search volume if you want, but we
not
can
sure
skip
why
the parent
the search
volume. Parent keyword, sorry.
Yeah, then
for now.
we just skip it for now.
Yeah.
We keep it here. All we need is that goes to LLM in order to find that category is literally these two these two.
Exactly.
Why these two? Because when we come back, we need to know what to do here with this one. So in my mind, there are two ways to do it. So particularly for this problem, we'll discuss about next problems, about scalability and everything as we go on. The first thing is a one-shot prompt. Literally one-shot prompt should do. But how high is the quality? I'm not sure. What do I mean by that? Let's let's make it in Google, in n8n as a workflow, okay? So if I do it with Google, so I'm gonna put a Sheet node, a Google Sheet node. I'll read this data, and then after that I will put an AI agent node or an LLM chain, whatever makes sense. But I just want to, I like the term AI agent, so I just want to do that. This will have like a little model attached to it. So the model will be in our case OpenAI. I have it already set up, so I don't need to change anything. And then on the other side, it will iterate and then put back the responses to this G sheet. And also we may need to put a structured output, so that we can get the structure in a way that we want it, so that we can iterate to it. So this is one workflow that I have in mind, all of them in one go. The reason is because it's not so much data. And if I go to tokenizer, OpenAI's tokenizer, it's not so much of a token. Even ChatGPT 4, it's only 6,000 tokens. And as far as ChatGPT 4.0 is concerned, it is 128,000 tokens, so we have a lot of space. So we can literally send it in one go and then get it back, and then we see what goes next. So what I would like to do is get all of this data and then go to let's actually make a folder here. Maybe we need something, maybe we don't. Probably we don't. So I'm gonna just use cursor to format this as a JSON so that I can iterate through it easily. I just need a new page here like this, so that I can select all of these, select all occurrences. How I did that is I selected just one occurrence, which is repeating all over the places. Unless this is 2 times, apparently it's a different one. I don't know the shortcut key of putting the cursor in front of all of them, but let's see. If I do this and then hold Command Shift P, press, select all occurrences, it selected all of them, and then I'm going to make a JSON object out of this. What is a JSON object? You probably know it. In order to make this tutorial easy, I'm going to assume that you know what is a JSON object. But let's see, it's going slower because... Okay, so we're going to call this as keyword ID. Put this information here. We're going to fix those ones manually. And then this one, yeah, the 1 to 9 needs to be fixed manually. Needs to be called keyword. All of that things goes here. And then we wrap them all into an object and then put a comma. As I said, the 1, 2, these needs to be fixed. I'm pressing Command D just so that I can fix these ones because they didn't go well in here. So these belong here. This seems to be okay for me, just that these commas do not belong here. They belong here. Now it's all right. Now I put this entire thing in an object that is like this. The last one didn't work, so we're gonna do the same thing here. Okie dokie. This should do the job. Now I converted this into a JSON. I'm going to go JSON validator online to make sure that I haven't broken anything. And voila, it's a valid JSON. Now, what I would like to do is go to n8n and build this as the simple form that I mentioned. If time allowed, we'll also do it in a scalable form that can do like a bunch of them. I don't know, classifier. I don't know.
Yeah, keyword classifier.
Keyword classifier. So I'm gonna use click even listener because we don't need to do anything. I just want to click, and then on the other side, I won't see the whole thing happening. And then this click has a feature where I can do something. If I execute this, you can see it has this item. I can edit this, right? I can literally paste this entire values in here. So that means like this value is now as one item here. We can iterate through it. It's 1,000 items if I execute it again. So whatever happens after here, like this workflow is going to execute 1,000 times if it runs, one per item. Okay. In order to, in order for me to not go bankrupt, I'm going to just kind of like edit it one more time, and only let's make sure that I don't forget. This is the validated one. And only have like 3 of them. Well, 3 is too little. It might not do the actual categorization. Let's put like 20 or... Oh, indeed, we said we are going to do one shot. So I believe I don't need to send it as an array. Well, that's fine. We're going to merge it back here. There's a feature called merge. All of them needs to be merged. Which one? No, not merged. I don't want the next step to be executed 1,000 times. What is the keyword? What's the... Let's ask AI. I have a node on the left side which has 1,000 items. I want to combine them all in one item so that I don't need to execute the next node as like 1,000 times. I want to execute the next node only one time. I want to combine all the JavaScript iteration into one JavaScript object. The array needs to be like in one go. So I know if I just change this to an object that should do it, I think. But I want to see what is the answer to that. Let's, it says it's not a valid, yeah, because this needs to be... By the way, in this new course that I'm doing, it's gonna be...
I think there's a merge function within the tool.
There must be. I don't remember it.
So if you click on plus and you search for merge, you can find it, I think.
I'll find it. I'll go to do that. So this is one way to do it. So like wrap the whole thing in an object, put it as a data. Now I got it in one. But actually, let's duplicate this. What's the duplicate shortcut key? I didn't know that. Anyways. Oh, it's a trigger. You cannot duplicate it. So, anyways, that's one way. Okay, this also said this way that I mentioned. Anyways, what's the one that you mentioned? Let's go with your solution, Anna.
No, I was saying there's another function, merge. Yeah.
This one? And I tried it.
Yeah, merge. I think so. Yeah, I think it's possible also to use it.
It is possible for these use cases where you have like two inputs. Two inputs are merged into one. So you have two nodes and then they turn into one. But in my case, it was different. I had 1,000 items. I want to make like one item so that I send one execution to LLM. Okay? No,
Okay.
we're good to go. We're good to go. Merge is not the solution for this particular one. Okay, so we have got that in place. Now what we need to do is get ourselves an AI agent. A lot of people are saying like, we don't need an AI agent. I know. I know it, but I like the shape of it. I'm going to use AI agent. And also an output structure. So we're going to do a structured output. What do I need to see as a result? I need to see, to be honest, same thing. I'm going to just give an example of a few of them. But as an array, so that I can iterate. On this side, if I iterate, it's okay because I'm not doing an API call. So this can go away. This comma can go away. And one extra column I need to add. Maybe I can just take it to here so I can format it. It's broken somewhere. Yeah. What is broken? Here. Now, okay, it's like that. What I need is to, by chance, all of them ends with G, therefore it could be selected easily. So I'm going to add one more keyword here called category, which will be filled by the AI. And the category, come on, you were doing good job. So when is content marketing, when is B2B, for example, what is content marketing? Kind of like another content marketing, okay? So I'm teaching the LLM to do this like this based on the sample that I have here. Now I'm going to leave the structured output there. And in here, I'm going to do a Google Sheets. How stupid of me. Why did I do that conversion there? I could right away read it from Google Sheets. But it was good. We just touched a few very nice concepts. Stupid. Anyways, we'll fix that thing later on once it is done, and then we'll fix it. So it's not going to be append. It's going to be update. Well, actually, let's append it. Let's append it because then this example that we are building right now will make sense. That imagine that this data that we got from here, it was not from a Google Sheet, it was from another source. And then maybe you can imagine like we can build a workflow that pulls everything from Google Sheet, runs it by Google by ChatGPT, and then puts it back in Google Sheet. So it's not a big deal. You got the point, Anna and Mary. Like, I kind of like took a longer detour by cleaning it up and making a JSON out of it, and instead I could read it right away from Google Sheets. But that was good because we kind of like went through JSON and kind of like showed you a few small things. Anyway, so I have that in place. Not sure if our Google Sheet is here. Let me check. This one is underneath my account. Which account? This is Emil Ridge. Okay. So I'm gonna go and connect that account here. Never connected this one before. So we're gonna have this href picked, and I'm gonna create a new sheet here. Okay, I'm gonna create sheet keywords, categories, categorized, for example. It may not show up. Just kind of like unselect, reselect, didn't work, refresh. the page. It eventually will show here. There we go. Categorized sheet. And then map each column manually. Didn't work. Map it automatically. It should work. If I execute this, it will have a problem with the Google, with the AI agent, because it doesn't know what to do with this data. We're gonna define a small prompt here. We're gonna give it this. That, can you please find the category for these provided keywords with the provided structured output. I think that should be enough. LLMs are way more. Here is the data. And then we literally drag and drop the entire data here. But this is the common output problem that we see in n8n. We need to kind of like wrap it with this stringify function. This should give us an output with the structure that we need. Let's see what's still an error here. It says model output doesn't fit the required format. Okay. And here we are going to train it a little bit. The format should be like, we can actually copy paste the one from structure output. I've never seen this failure before. Why is it not able to find? 4.0 mini might be not, should work, but GPT-4. It's mocked, that should work. Okay. I don't see the execute button. What's wrong with the UI? Something wrong with my UI. I'm gonna just leave the page and come back. I cannot execute this anymore. Enable node to execute. I disabled it. I pressed D, there was a shortcut. Now, this is enabled now. Okay, so if I execute this, the model, please check your parameters, bad request. The model is bad request. Maximum context limit, 8,000 token, and got 112,000 token. So GPT-4 is that much. Let's go with 4.0 mini. Even O3 has a very big token size, or 4.1. 4.1 mini also has big token size. So let's go with 4.1. And there it is going through the token size limit, and the output structure is now putting the categories. But it also created the sheet, but in the wrong way. There are two problems here. One problem is that I can see that it didn't get all the 1,000 of them.
Exactly. That was the problem I had yesterday too.
Yeah, because the LLM is kind of like becoming too smart to kind of like clean it up. We can put like maybe this output is not a good idea. This is a very bad way to do it. I should have done it in the right way in the first place. And the right way would be like chunk it, like maybe send 100, but still it's chunking it. You see it's stopping at 54.
Yeah.
Okay, dokie. Let's see. What can I do? So let's check it out here. I mean, this is a very edge case. You're sending 1,000 objects to ChatGPT and expecting it back, but
Yeah, I mean, if you have a list of 10,000 keywords and you have to send it by, I don't know,
one by
500
one is not the right way.
is,
Yeah.
is so manual.
I will make sure that we find the right way. I think this is the right way. Now, this time, look, it's taking a long time. That means it's going through all the 1,000 of them. So this is the right way, in my opinion, but whether or not 1,000 chunk is good or not, I'm not sure. We need to do some research. But apparently this one prompt should have done the job. And on the other side, this is something we need to fix because it's putting it all as one object here, and we need to kind of map it properly. So what's wrong with my cameras? This camera is frozen multiple times. Still running, nice. Something is happening. There must be a timeout as well on n8n side, but we'll see that.
Yeah, when I see that, I just feel like,
No, this is good. This is because this is so AV
Yeah, it's
duty
good.
test.
But I was just wondering, yeah, because at the end, you want to make things easier for you. So if I have a large data set, then maybe it's faster to do it directly in Google Sheet instead of n8n, because then you have to create like different files of maybe 1,000 keyword.
Is
at
the
the
use
end you have
case
like
always like this, that they go and they put like, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000 keywords and then find the right ones for that particular one? Does it like always go like that?
Not always, not always. It depends on the type of topic you tackle. But I mean, if I build an AI agent, I just want to make sure that it's working for all my use cases.
No,
If
but
I have
if
a
I
list of
want to build a new blog post, do I research 10,000, 20,000 blog posts?
not
Or the
always you
more...
research, not always, of
Okay.
course. Usually, you need a large data set if you're really building, let's say, a larger topic, like content automation is a large topic. So in that case, yeah, you might need to run a large data set, because then you can identify the different categories within content automation. But if you look just for how do I integrate, I don't know, n8n in my specific system, then you don't need to run a large data set of keyword.
I see. So the default timeout is 5 minutes, set max to 5 minutes. It can be done in a way you can set it up to infinite, but right now we'll wait for 5 minutes and see what happens. So back to the question I asked. If this project that you're building, you're building just for the sake of this video, Anna is building, not Anna, Mary, sorry about that. Mary is building a project as a part of this current cohort, a month-long bootcamp that we're doing, or it's my bootcamp I'm doing. She's building a machine for content creators to build blog posts or landing pages or product pages this machine will take care of your SEO keywords, will take care of content generation, will take care of inner links. That means like you have another blog post from 3 weeks ago, it's related to this blog post, and you're quoting it. So basically it puts a link to that blog post, and potentially out there links. So like you have another friend who has a blog post that he wants to do a backlink to you, and your friend has an API key, and then you can build that. So she's working on this project, and it's an interesting project, and I want to use this. Therefore, there we go. Before we go there, I just want to finish my thought process. So she wants to categorize these keywords so that she can do something with it. And I say, it's a very nice content game. Let's do that. So we got the outcome here, and this time, apparently, it has all the 1,000 items. Just to randomly check if, let's say 143, that's a good number. For those of you who know it, it means I love you. There you go. So let's actually quality check 143 and see if the LLM did an hallucination. So it says, what is content marketing and digital marketing? What is content marketing and digital marketing? And it categorized it as educational. So there was no hallucination, at least on one check that we did. Let's do another check, randomly 222, randomly 222, 22222, one more 2. There you go. So if we quickly check 222 and 222, 222. So it says content marketing for manufacturing companies, content marketing for manufacturing companies, industrial specific content marketing. Perfect. So only 2 tests, but you can do more. Apparently it worked. I'm going to pen it so that we don't lose this and we don't have to rerun this workflow again. Now we're going to fix this one because the mapping automatically didn't work. We're going to go to our Google Sheet, remove that, put this one, keyword ID, keyword category. Make this like this, come back here and refresh. And here we go. So we have keyword, not map automatic. Oh, now map automatically should work because we have columns. If I click execute, it should work, hopefully. No, bad request, check parameters. 404, 5,000 characters. Okay, it's again trying to put it all at once, so that's not nice. Oh, this is now the time we are going to split it because it needs to map. It needs to kind of like keep adding pending one by one. So we need something else here called a split. Split out. So this 1,000 needs to go to a what is it that it has to do? All other fields. Why is my camera keep disconnecting? I don't like that. All right, so yep, this is going to be based on all other fields, needs to be split out. Now you can see here, a single one is turned into 1,001, and now if I connect these two, that means 1,000 items are going to be executed. And every single one of them has to be mapped automatically. Column to match is keyword ID. I think that should do the job. And if I execute this automatically, since it's just a connection to the system level, it's going super fast. And if I come here, it could match. Again, it has a small problem. Automatic doesn't work. Let's go manual. So we're going to put this guy, little guy in here. Where is that? Here. Come on. Work. there, and then the keyword goes right here, and then the category goes right here. This one goes away. I'm gonna save it, execute this workflow, and there we go. If I go here, oh, it keeps adding it, but in the bottom, you see? So we have to kind of like go up, 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 and delete all of these ones. Have like no row, and then execute. It should add 1000 lines in our Google Sheet. Voila. Now, I'm not sure why this output came, and there we go. So we have got all our categories in here. Pretty much what we were looking for.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, the category. So when you create your content strategy, this type of categories like agencies and service is not really the one you need, because at the end, what do I need? I need, as a category, for instance, content marketing.
Hold on a
and
second,
then
please. Hold on.
content marketing for SaaS.
Wait a
and
minute.
then
Wait a minute. Wait a
content
minute. Wait a minute.
marketing.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Category ID. So category ID, and then category. So tell me your categories, and then we will category. We'll modify it in a way that we inject our categories to the system. Tell me, what are the categories you want?
Content marketing, and within content marketing, you can have subcategories like, what is content marketing?
Let's go with one category, please.
Yeah.
For now, let's do
And
not
the other
complicate it
one
with
could
subcategories.
be,
Just
content marketing for SaaS, for instance. And a third category could be, let me think.
Should we actually ask ChatGPT to help us with that? We give these categories. Let me first put duplicate check on these ones so that you can see only the. Let's sort this out.
Yeah, account-based marketing. That's
So-
another category.
Wait a
But
minute.
agencies and service doesn't really tell you.
So here, I agree with you. It's too many categories. It's 57 categories. We
Yeah,
need to
it's
kind
too
of
many.
like shrink it down to a few categories. So let's go to ChatGPT and then prompt something like this. Can you please simplify this list of categories to 7 categories for me, please? Maybe we can prompt like this. This is the list of categories for a keyword search for my SEO strategy development that I'm using. And I don't want to have like 57 different categories. I want to have like 7 categories. So in general, merge them in a way that it makes sense. And it encapsulates all those categories, but in a generic main category across 7 categories. 7 isn't enough, but this number can be changed. Mary, 7
Yeah.
is enough, or do you want more?
I guess.
Or more?
Yeah.
So here, strategy
yeah,
and
strategy
planning.
and planning, content creation, distribution, promotion. Yeah.
Do you want to prompt it differently? Did it misunderstand, or is it what you're
No, I
looking
was just thinking. So probably, I see the way you are doing it, and I need to think about how I could define better the categories. Because
Go ahead, prompt it, please. You're
uh,
listening. The microphone is listening to you. Go ahead. Whatever you talk will go to the microphone. Go ahead, prompt it, and then let's see what.
I actually, so the idea is to be able to build landing pages or blog posts based on the category. So one main category is the main the main topic, and within this main topic, we can tackle different subtopics, and at the end, we can interlink everything together. So when you have a category like distribution and promotion, you cannot really build a landing page about distribution and promotion because this is not the research people are doing. What I need as a category is a topic I can tackle, a cluster I can tackle as a landing page, and then build subtopics within this cluster and link all articles together. So the category should be more specific, and this is too generic. Like industry application is too generic. I need more specific categories.
And how many should it be?
It could be just 10.
Let's see what ChatGPT does. Now I understand it. If I understand it, that probably ChatGPT also understood it.
Exactly.
Nice. So
Exactly.
we're gonna take these ones and put them in our sheet. How can I do that? Can you give it to me as a table? Can you please give it to me as a table? I think if I copy paste the table, it should transfer as a table to in the. This is what you want, right?
Yes, something more specific like that. Yeah.
Wonderful. Then we go to categories. Here we don't want this. We want this. Wonderful. Nice. So what do we do next? We take care of. We're gonna bring this information in the workflow, and we're gonna do one thing. We're gonna inject this in the prompt and make sure that the prompt will consider this when categorizing those keywords. Okay? Very good point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very, very well done. So where were we? Here. We were here. So we need to rerun this categorization one more time, but with a little bit of from my experience, I was building a my mind went into different places at the same time. So I was building an AI agent for a conference company, and we did a lot of experiments on what LLMs know better, JSON or YAML. YAML is another file format, and it looks something like this. It's not JSON, it's more readable by human eyes. Something like this. YAML is supposed to be more friendly for LLMs as compared to JSON. So I have two ways to go. I can say that, can you please give me this as a YAML format? And then I copy the YAML format and put it inside the, it's not putting the category ID. Please also use category ID. So this is one option for me. The category ID should be a sequential number. The other option for me is reading it from, pardon me. The other option is reading it from the Google Sheet. So let me quickly see which one makes sense. This option is simple. I go here, inside here, I'll add another thing and I paste it, that's it. So it's a prompt engineering thing. I will say that please make sure that the categories are not are 100% based on the following categories. Okay? And then it will work. It will probably work. The other way is that we pick it right away from the Google Docs. I prefer the Google Docs way, but since we already have the data here sitting like this hard-coded, I would not mind having the data here sitting my hard-coded because it's not dynamic anyways in the first place. So maybe as a follow-up, I will clean this workflow if I had time. Sorry, I cannot promise I will do it, but if it happened, then I'll definitely do that. So I'm gonna execute this, unpin the data, and let it run again. And this time, it probably will force it to be on those two categories only. So let's see. This is gonna take a couple of minutes as last time. Meanwhile, it's running. Since I don't have like an option to pause recording in QuickTime, and I don't want to do any FFmpeg merging two videos, and neither want to do any editing. It went very fast. The next vibe coded project might be like a screen recorder for me to do whatever I want to do in those awkward moments of silence, so that I can pause and do things. Anyways, what is next? So let's double check that quickly. Oh no, it give back an output of one item, but only 100 items. It misunderstood something. Therefore, it was so fast. Apparently, it assigned the content is content creation one of the ones that we have here. Yeah. So apparently it did it, but the hallucination still, this one is okay. Let's give it one more try, and then I have some more ideas on how to enforce the 1000 items being 1000 items all the time. So meanwhile, this is running. Probably this time it's going to take longer. I can serve a few questions. I don't want to stop the QuickTime player in order not to generate editing efforts for myself. I'm going to stop it and then put it on my YouTube. So therefore, any questions related to this topic, I can tackle.
Yeah, I do not have question, but I just see how complicated the clustering is.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if we can, because you can do some JavaScript within n8n. So I was wondering if using Python or a language, a programming language directly within n8n is not
NLP.
here.
It's NLP. Like, how would you classify it then? The other solution that I have in mind is like this. So you have this thing. Imagine that data is there, or maybe I don't want to interrupt the other workflow. If I do this, does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. It doesn't get interrupted. Yeah, it's running. So if I have the data here, look what happens. I think I also have it on here, at least here. Okay, this is running. So this one, imagine if you have this data here. The best would have been a text classifier. So text classifier is the right node for this particular problem. And then you define the categories here. So your categories goes like this. Check, 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 check. Something like this. So this guy goes here, and then you keep adding categories. And then we can also make this dynamic so that these categories can be generated dynamically. Actually, this is the best way. Now my brain works better. What I was trying to do with the LLM is not the right way. This is the right way.
Yeah, the LLM might produce a lot of errors,
Hallucination.
I feel like.
Yes, yes. This is a much better way. I think the purpose of this playlist is really cool. It's raw build, you know. This raw build turns into, I don't know for how long are we recording? Do you have any numbers on your side when we started? Any
I
timestamp?
think it's probably already 45 minutes. Oh, yeah.
45 minutes. So within 45 minutes, we found out that we were doing it wrong, and we should do it right in this way. And this.
I mean, it's
needs
not
to
wrong, but it's good to test different
Yeah.
options.
Exactly. So we're gonna put this thing here inside an array. And then now we got like these 10 classifiers, like whatever comes through that. Oh, sorry. I should have not changed it to one item. Now it's 1,000 calls to ChatGPT. Now again, our solution was better because it's cost efficient. You got my point? So this thing is not the correct way to do it. It has to be 1,000 items in order for this approach to work. And if it's 1,000 items, that means 1,000 times this workflow will run, and 1,000 times this ChatGPT model OpenAI
which is not
will
optimal.
happen, which is not optimal. It's gonna cost us money, but I don't know how much. But this classifier is way much better because it's gonna classify it based on individual calls, and the quality of that would be much higher. Okay, let's go back to our classifier approach and see if this now got it right or wrong. Now this time it went nice. All I did was like literally moved this important note at the bottom of the prompt. It's kind of like prompt engineering 101 to give high priority. Like things on the top and the bottom, these are important when you're getting things from your prompt. But in the middle, sometimes it ignores it. Anyways, so we got these guys running here. Let me quickly pin this so that we can rerun everything. This split out worked fine, and the mapping didn't change much. Perhaps we can also map one more thing, is that we already have the categories. No, that needs to be mapped in order to go there. So if I quickly go here, what did we have there? Underneath email reg, right? Okay, dokie. So we have now categorized, obviously down there. Let's make sure that everything is cleanly done. I'm gonna just delete all of these rows like this. Go back to my workflow. Which workflow? This workflow now. Execute everything. And done. There we go. There we go. And there we go. So we got ourselves 1,000. Oh, 57 lines. But this is saying 1,000 lines. Something wrong with our append. And it also says 1,000 lines. Why? Because there is a filter applied here.
Yeah, the filter, yeah.
Okie dokie. Let's execute this. Something wrong with this camera, it keeps dropping. Oh my god, I have a very long video recording session today. And I'm not sure. Then I'm gonna use this camera the whole time. And it looks ugly. I really wanted to use this camera. Hi. Not working. Let's go with this. Okay, so let's check the 1000. This one. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, it looks better.
Looks better, right?
Yeah, so now when you have this list, you can then use a filter. And when you filter, for instance, content marketing strategies, then you will see all the subtopic you can tackle. So you have your main hub, which is...
So what should I filter here? For example...
AI automation in content, for instance. Yes.
Yeah,
perfect.
for me, like for my content. So I should use these keywords, huh?
Then you can see that within the cluster AI automation, maybe you can create AI content marketing, a page for AI content marketing, a page for content marketing workflow. Yeah.
I see. And since this, I believe, is already in the right place, like this, if I do this, apparently, I can also do a VLOOKUP, but let me quickly do, apparently if I do this, this, it should just do the same thing as a VLOOKUP. But I'm just gonna do a quick VLOOKUP here. So this is my search, then this range, and I need the third column, not comparing it like that. And let's compare it. Yep, all good. The VLOOKUP also gave us the same results because they were all together. There we go. So you have got yourself a content marketing strategy sheet where you can search for this. Now I have 120 keywords that I can bet on based on the difficulty, CPC, and so on and so forth when I'm doing my content game. So global reach is, I want, for example, filter by values. Where can I put like greater than 1000? Isn't there a way to do that?
You can the filter by condition.
Filter by condition.
Yeah, and then you
greater than, let's say, what are the
1,000
values
or
here?
500 or
Let's say 3,000, 4,000. So now this is the subset that I'm gonna focus on a lot. That's wonderful. So we just finished the content game in a way that we are looking for. This is the piece of information that you were looking for, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I mean, it's not perfect in the sense that content marketing audit is not really in the category of AI automation, but at least by doing that, you can easily see what could be the main category of your cluster, and then within this cluster, you have subclusters, and at the end, you can internal link each page. So I can create a page about AI automation, and then within
those are all your sub workflows or kind of like the next step of the workflow. Right now, it was important that you get the
just
categories.
The keyword search,
yeah, and it's super cost efficient. It's one call to the LLM just to kind of like quickly.
Check the cost.
No,
maybe
quickly double. No. The cost is super cheap. It's one done. So this was our plan. I'm kind of like doing a quick review of what we did. We planned it like this. We implemented it like this. This was the most efficient way to do it. We also touched this approach, and we wanted to have this category in this Google Sheet. We got the category, and we did it like this approach. And I'm gonna also download this JSON and provide it as a part of this video so you guys get something out of this. Before I say goodbye, Anna and Mary, you guys have any closing sentences?
No.
Alrighty.
Amazing session.
Yeah,
I think
that was really good.
I can move forward with my my project because this is just a small part of the whole project.
I'm super happy that I could help, and I hope this video
Thank you
will.
so much.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for the help.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate.
I hope this video will help some more people out there in the world. And my motto is that I'm gonna democratize AI education as much as I can through my YouTube channel, so that a 15-year-old high-school kid builds an AI automation for the doctor of that village in a rural area of any country you can imagine, and then that doctor saves 10 hours every week so that he or she can save more lives, and I have indirectly contributed in that. So I
cool.
am super, super happy to be a part of this, and it's gonna work. It's starting as a small movement, and I hope it keeps that momentum that it started. And my cameras are not working. This camera
Working?
No, this camera
Too
doesn't
much
work.
camera around you.
Yeah, it's got stuck. But this camera doesn't. This camera is a naughty camera, but it's actually a really good one. The recording is good, but now the webcam extension is not working fine. It keeps freezing. Now again, it's frozen. Yeah, it's frozen. I have to kind of like unplug it and plug it again, and then it goes on 3, 2, 1, and switch. So this is the virtual camera. This is the big camera. That one, that's pretty. Oh, it's not even detected. Oh, never mind. Let me just. No. This is that one. Never mind. I'm gonna just say goodbye with my iPhone. Come on, connect. This is also not working. Never mind.
Yeah.
Guys, very, very. I always have a backup.
Yes.
I am so opportunist. This thing also has a feature that I can switch. Then switch. Something wrong with the system level. Okay, it's a system level.
Yes, now it's frozen again.
Yeah, it's a system level failure. Yeah, it's a browser that was hanging, not the actual camera. So probably you guys are also gone. Never mind, for you guys watching it later.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, you guys are still there. Okay, see you then. Bye bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.